Good evening. Just trying to get settled up here. We'll do some streaming of Rust again. Actually really enjoy that game. Give me a second here. Just trying to read something that caught my attention. Okay. So, we're waiting for the helicopter to go away. Let me go ahead and just... there we go. We got the patrol helicopter out and about. Big surprise. Big surprise. It's the story of our lives, right? Every time I log in, the helicopter wants to eat me. It's not too bad, but there's a couple of... Oh, no, the other player logged off. Cool. Well, then I have free reign to roam about and get some things. The other person watching on Twitch, thank you. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, whoever you are. Oh, there's several people. Hi, how y'all doing? And yeah, so we're going to be doing that while the helicopter's out. We can touch on what's going on in the puppet theater today real quick, because once the helicopter's gone, I am not going to be focused on news. A lot of news out. Is there? I don't know. Let's look real quick. I try to avoid the Tangerine Turd. I try to avoid Iran. We've already talked about that. Everybody knows what's going on. I don't need to hash on that anymore, or at all, really. We talked about yesterday, Cesar Chavez. Let's look at entertainment. I'm not a big entertainment person. Afroman wins trial over lemon pound cake music video. Why does all of that just sound? What the heck? Alright. Musician Afroman and a lemon pound cake music video. Rapper Afroman wins lawsuit against police over mocking their 2022 raid in viral music video. Oh, so let me get this right. He got in trouble, or at least got raided. I don't know if he got in trouble or not. But and so to protest them, he made a cut, right? He rapped, whatever it may be, mocking them, and then they sued him for... Like, that's music. Like, that's the essence of music, being able to convey what... Afro-Man. Okay, alright. Anytime I hear the musician Afroman, I think the song "Cause I Got High." That's all there is to that. I think we can go out. Hey, you know what? Actually, this is a really good time to test my gear, my raid gear, my radiation, because I have I'll hold on. We're gonna test this, because I'll bring the suit with me, just in case. I don't need the sniper's rifle. Honestly, I don't need half this stuff with me, but that's besides the point. 22%, 25%. Fine. Okay, so we're at 25% radiation protection, and we're going to see if we can do the flight to the dome, if the dome is a 25%er. So we're going to just throw some extra stuff here. Yeah, I mean, I don't need this stuff with me. let's put the. I don't need the hammer. I mean, that's fine, I guess. It's not gonna hurt anything. And then, depending on what happens, we'll go and recycle all this mess. Because I got a whole bunch of other stuff to recycle. That was strange. Okay. So, no helo, no nothing. So, my mini. While I get all of this sorted, by request, we're not endorsed, recommended, or sponsored by the server owners of this Rust server, and the discussions on this stream do not reflect the opinions of the server owners. They're very nice. They seem very kind, and so I'm not going to. I don't want to burn bridges. Yeah, so give me 2 shakes of lamb's tail, and we will get. All right, we got fuel. Oh, all right. Well, that should be fine. All right, let's fly. I've heard that somewhere before. A named TV show. All right, we're lifting off. Oops, someone said hi. Oh, hi. My admin says hi. It's very nice of my admin to join us. My admin's a good person. My admin's my wife, for the record. So, yeah, I'm quite fond of my admin. Okay. We're gonna fly. Fly high again. I wonder if I can get DCMA for that. Alright. They'd probably just censor me just because I'm singing. They'd be like, you, stop singing. Okay, I'm sorry. So, good timing. We are not talking about the news at the moment. I did do a run to the abandoned military base on the bottom there, bottom left. And it was a little more difficult than I remember. Well, really anything. They made the game more difficult. When I first started playing this, there was no radiation at these zones, right? And so it just. Ooh. Here's a moment of truth. We're at touchdown. Alright. Alright. I don't have any radiation. I got 25% radiation on. Some more stuff to recycle. Alright, well, so far so good. I can't complain. I mean, I can, but night vision goggles. Okay. Okay, nobody else on the server. So let's see if 25% works. I don't know. I have no clue if this is going to work or not. Let's see. Okay. In the dome. Should have brought food with me just in case. Food and water, or water and berries will get rid of radiation. All right. This is cool. This is incredibly neat. So, no radiation poisoning. My I'm sitting at 25%. Now, if there's a helicopter that says it decides to fly around, I actually have to put this suit on to keep getting shot at. Keep from getting shot at, rather. But, here we are. This was quite painless so far. Cool. So now we're gonna go and we're gonna go do a recycle run while all the helos are gone. And we're going to the gas station that's right about in front of us, about 10, 11 o'clock. And down low. Oh, that's a new base. Nothing else is coming up. I'm not gonna raid them. This is a PvE server, so we're fine here. We'll just do a touchdown. All right. So far, honestly, kind of shocked. Nice leisurely Thursday. We've almost made it through the week, folks. We have almost made it through the week. I am excited. I'm so excited. You'd be like, really, please stop singing. I don't see any radiation guys anywhere. There's a pig out there. Like a real pig. That's not a euphemism for anything else. There's another pig over there. Yeah, I don't need hide and I don't need fat, but yeah, there is a pig there. I think there's radiation in that building too. Bunch of this stuff I'm just gonna recycle. Ah, the food. Everybody likes the food though. See, if you grab the food early, sometimes, just sometimes, you can get more food because it'll respond quickly. So, little tips and tricks, right? There's a certain order to things. You raid the food first. I suppose that's in life, right? Post-apocalyptic, you look for the food first for energy, and then after you secure the area and get food, then you, ooh, another airdrop. Sweet. Alright, now I gotta recycle a bunch of this stuff, because I have no more room. I don't need half of this mess. Key card's always good to have. And come on. There we go. Cool. We're gonna go down here. More things to raid and more things to recycle. I've got a bunch of stuff to recycle tonight. Just been cleaning up our humble little abode. So when you're doing a PvP server, you have to really just build, right? That's the point. Is building and protection. But on a PvE server, yeah, you just have to have fun, right? You build a nice place, but you don't have to go all out and armor it. You don't have to do this, that, and the third. I'm keeping the sword. It's good to have around. Jackhammer, we have one. We have like 7. sorry, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so now the gears are good because you can make gates and such, but again, I'm not really fortifying. Not really fortifying this place, so I don't see the need. I don't see the need. This might come in handy, the oil refinery, later on. I hear something. No other players. Okay, nothing there. Another pig, I bet. Alright, well, guess I got myself some pig meat. Bone fragments, raw pork, cloth, leather, animal fats, Usually don't like being caged in when I'm trying to do stuff, but it is what it is. So I'll move all this stuff that I'm going to keep into my backpack. Alright, let's... I've got this paranoia that, you know, another player's gonna sneak up on me. And usually, there it is. And so, you know, when I go and I do these things, I always go with another, well, I don't always go. I try to go with another player, but again, doing a PvE server, it's kind of no big deal. During the Halloween event, it is more of an issue, right? Because you'll have the zombies come after you. They institute zombies during the Halloween event. But during this event, it's not an issue at all. Alright. I'm going to keep the really cool backpack. We've got several. I've got one here, but I've got all this stuff I've got to recycle. Oh, yes. Thanks for reminding me. Sweet. They say, why are you recycling guns and ammunition? Because I've got better stuff in the clearing room. You know, if this were real life, I'd be like, nope, I'm keeping everything. But it's a game. So, and the tech trash, I don't need. The silencer, I don't care. Again, I'm not reading other players, and so. Right, so you know your whole mentality changes during a PvP versus PvE, right? You know, PvP, you say screw this, I'm keeping all the weapons. But so there's little nuances like that. Let me just say no, I don't care. The night vision goggles I am going to keep. Those are pretty cool. Sword I'm gonna keep. The fat I want. I have nothing else in that backpack. I have two bags. I have 2 bags on me, so everything else here is golden. And then while I'm out and about, I could just go out and explore. You know, both helicopters aren't down. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you'll see that those icons are not red, and we should be fine. I do have some really neat stuff that I want to get back to my place, but I think this was a really good test, right? My radiation at 25% held up at the dome. So let's just look real quick. What is the radiation radiation level at Gupta. Uh-oh. I hear something else sneaking around out here. Is that another pig? It is another piggy. Two in the chest, one in the head. Oh, another one. Wow, this is nice. Yeah. Come on. Alright, well, apparently I suck at that one. This is going to be kind of disturbing. Folks, if you're squeamish, yes, I'm doing what you think I'm going to do. Because why not? Okay, that was a little too enjoyable. We'll do it again. Too much fun. They're dead. I'm harvesting them. It's not like I'm going after a live creature. That's just wrong. I don't want to do that. Alright. That actually wasn't bad. I don't know if that was faster or more efficient, but that was fun. Alright, where are we? Make sure we recycled everything. Flare. Yeah, I better keep that. Okay, do I have anything at all I don't need? Okay. I can put that away. Ooh, the box respawned. Guess I'm recycling more stuff. The Thompson's cool, but, you know, if I have more powerful equipment, I don't want it. I don't need it. Alright. Should probably recycle that. Okay. So this is what I was talking about, right? You're here long enough, stuff respawns back fairly quick. And food, unless you're growing your own, that's a different meaning if you're in Colorado or Oregon. Unless you're growing what you need to survive to eat, close the store for safety, is incredibly valuable and needful. So that was a pretty good run, I'd say. And then we're gonna go ahead and fly on back. Unload this stuff. And see what other shenanigans we can get ourselves into. So the bandit camp is off to the left there. I've been there a couple times. Not this cycle, this round, but I have been there a couple times. The abandoned military base to my right, or actually now right in front of me. I was there last night. It was a little more difficult than I anticipated. Because they got scientists. You can see one by the tower, the water, or the field tower there. Just a couple throughout there. And, might try and do a train yard run. Train yard's off to my left. That's actually pretty fun. Again, this is, oh man. Attack helicopter's back here, the patrol helicopter. Crap. I was not expecting that to be here so fast. Made it back before the helicopter got to me. That patrol helicopter got to me. It's lights out. Alright, yeah, we'll vote day. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna vote day. Because... Actually, I need the time to, sort this stuff out. Need the time to sort this stuff out. Let's take this, that, and this, and that with the wiffle ball bat. Voting ends in 3 minutes. Okay, well, and voting ends in 3 minutes. 1,700 seconds. I don't even want to know what that figures out to me. I know that that figures out that I don't care. Where is that patrol helicopter at? So the patrol helicopter comes in from the ocean. Up there it is. So he's on the other side of the map from where I'm at now. But that good notification at the bottom went red means he is inbound and hot. And like I said, if he sees me out with, oh, that's something I wanted. More than 2 pieces of gear on, or a ranged weapon, right? Bow and arrow, rifle, shotgun, something that can technically do damage to him. And I say him because I just don't care at the moment. Then, you know, again, it will unleash all. So there is a way. You build a tower, and you and some friends just go to town. You can abuse it pretty good, kill it, get some good loot, and I think that, you know, you get some good end game loot. All right. Well, while we're waiting for the healer to go down, I was looking up. The dome has a low level radiation that requires at least 11 radiation protection. You can safely loot barrels and use oil refineries located around the exterior without any protection, but climbing the monument itself will expose to radiation sickness. Cool. What level is at the train station? Train station. Oh, rust. Need to specify 26 or higher. In the game rest, the train yard monument requires at least 11 radiation protection to enter basic areas. Certain high radiation spots, such as the water tower and the puzzle buildings requiring the green key card, for instance, require 26 in order to avoid taking radiation damage. If your protection is insufficient, you'll hear a Geiger counter and begin taking radiation damage. Okay. So I have 25. I'm going to have to play with the armor rating because, you know, I don't really want to just... I lose a lot of these protections. There was a lot of the protections that I gained. So I'm gonna have to play with my armor settings. 4, this gives me a rad of 10. Which means I probably need a better helmet is really what I need. I need something that provides radiation there. Now, well, let's look. So that's 4. I know this one's going to be better, but it's just for kicks and giggles. Let's just figure this out. We're going to take a screenshot. I'm going to click that one. Okay, so I lose half of my rifle protection. Melee, I'm not getting in a hand-to-hand combat. I have better bite protection from wild animals. That's cool. And I lose my cold penalty. So so I can go into the cold areas a little bit better. This might actually be worth it. Yeah. So that right there would be worth it. I have this one. That one gives me better radiation. 25, 35, I'd actually go with that one. And I have 30%. So I'm actually fairly protected in this setup, which this setup has been my setup for quite some time. You know, this cycle of games, they reset the game every 30 days. Which is annoying. As a server owner, you can keep the same map, keep the same information, but it's an arduous task. It is a pain in the rear. We're gonna keep my goggles there. They're not mine. Yeah, if my buddy wants to use them, then he can use them. You have 900 seconds worth of benefit there. Okay, cannot be worn with a helmet. Sorry, I heard my wife chide the toddler because he's not wanting to sleep. He's a toddler. Heard some wild animals out there. Okay. Oh, I'm hearing this cook around. I thought I heard some wild animals outside. It's like, well, I don't really want to go out that route. Okay, so I could, with this loadout, and have some measurable amount of protection. 29% against the cold, 30% against radiation. 35, 36, 45. And my boots. Provide warmth. You know, I think that would actually work quite well. So I do have, or rather we do have on the server, heavy plated pants, right? 75% radiation is decent, but it slows you down and it's horrible against the cold. And you know, I could use heavy plated helmet, but again, I have a cold issue. And is it really that much, right? 7% radiation versus 5% radiation, and this heavy plate helmet, while protects me a lot better, right? 90% versus 35. I lose some of my vision. So it's not. It's not, you know. I don't really. I don't like losing. I don't like losing my vision. So let me give you an example. Let me just show you. So let me pull the helmet out. We'll just use this as the litmus. I'm not going to skip the day. We've got plenty of light in here. So I lose a lot of stuff to my sides. My peripheral, top and bottom, right? So now, you know, I can't see what's the side. Because if I do... Where are you at? There you go. Yeah, I lose a little bit on the scope, but if I'm using this rifle, I can just aim down and use it almost as a zoom in and just kind of get a feel for it. All I have to do is pop up now. Actually, I'll just let them... Okay. I decided to vote day. It's not going to matter. So, you know, yeah, it'll provide more protection, but I'm going to be cold, and it's going to be obnoxious. Pros and cons. I think this loadout is probably, protection-wise and practicality, I think this one's probably the better, really. do like this metal face mask, but from, like I said, from a radiation standpoint, right, 50% versus 35. Just suck it up and deal with it. I don't want to lose it, right? I don't want to get rid of it. It'll come in handy, maybe. Oh, food. Let's go cook some food, shall we? There we go. That was easy. Oh, my Pooh Bear. Hey, little things make you happy. Cool. So that's the there's like I said, the little nuances. I prefer PvE. I don't want to wake up dead knowing that I got raided. That is just obnoxious, you know. You think, all right, yeah, we're gonna go raid the train station or the airfield or this, that, and the third, and then yeah, wrong. So I'm still musing about Afroman being taking a lawsuit over Lemon Pound Cake music video. I haven't listened to Afroman since I was a teenager. All right. What else is there? Museum. Let's see. All right. Do we care about sports ball? Duke defeats Siena 71-65 in NCAA tournament first round. High Point upsets Wisconsin in NCAA tournament first round. And some Cleveland Browns and Pittsburgh Steelers propose NFL rule changes. And Detroit Pistons, Cade Cunningham diagnosed with a collapsed left lung. Bummer. Quick recovery for you. Don't even know who you are, but you know what? This sucks. Hubble took a really cool picture of Comet K1. That's neat. And there was a massive meteorite that went across Ohio. I guess some people found some meteor fragments. I'm waiting one of these days something's gonna hit my house and be like, well, bye. Meteor 2030. Just end it all. There's 25 Starlink satellites gonna be launched from SpaceX. They're doubling down on that. Some controversy about Starlink because the amount of satellites that are already in orbit, both low, medium, and high, and basically space trash, space junk. So if we have any orbital facilities there, I think for example the ISS, it could damage that. New dinosaur species found in Korea. That's pretty cool. Newly discovered fluffy baby dinosaur. So cute. It's been named after an equally adorable cartoon character. Alright. How's a fossil? Artist's impression of... Alright. IFLscience.com lets me turn off my ad blocker. I will pause it. I will not turn it off. It is being called the Dulisaurus. Dulisaurus. So let's open up a new tab. Oh, that's adorable. Look at that cute little thing. It's an artist representation of it. Alright, Korea's first discovered partial dinosaur skull comes from a new species that bears a delightful resemblance to a beloved cartoon character, Dooley. I've never heard of Dooley. Make the choice of the name Dulisaurus an easy pick for the paleontologist who found the specimen. I'm not even going to try and pronounce this person's last name, a visiting postdoctorate researcher at the University of Texas, was part of a team digging in the, again, another name I'm not going to pronounce, formation on Apa Island off the tip of the South Korea when someone's dinosaur research center found some bones. These are names I'm not even going to pronounce. All right, you get the idea. They found a new dinosaur. Neat. Cool. Good for them. Maybe we'll learn something new from it. Europe reconnects with lost spacecraft. Okay, well, maybe they save some money then. What else we got? Georgia Tech MIT research develops mosquito flight model. Yes, from wherever they were going to me. That's all there is to that, right? All right. Edge of what we thought was possible. Astronomers find extremely rare star from ancient universe. Discoveries like this are cosmic archaeology, uncovering rare stellar fossils that preserve fingerprints of the universe for stars. Okay. That was on space.com. Scientists discovered 29 human footprints strangely arranged on a remote island in Canada. That's probably just some kids screwing around before they, moved on. 1,000 years from now, scientists are gonna find pictures of some dude with the filter with the dog ears and the dog nose and be like, "What in the world was happening here?" And they're gonna make up some fantastic story when really it was just some goofy teenager screwing around trying to impress some chick. That's really what that is. FDA pulls proposed rule barring teens from using tanning beds. It was a withdrawal 2015 proposal to prohibit minors from tanning beds, both NBC News and Medscape. Well, you know what? Go out in the sun and get some actual sunshine. It's better for you, anyways. American Heart Association updates cholesterol management guidelines. Well, that might affect me. To advise more intense management. Okay, cool. It's fine. Why don't we start with lifestyle change first? I had this conversation with my doctor. And I fired my doctor for this exact reason. He says, "Hey, your cholesterol's high." All right. I said, "Well, I'll tell you what. I eat like horrible, right? I still eat like I'm a teenager. I have no problem changing my diet. I'd already been in the process of, already in the process of that. I'll have more foods with fiber in it and this, that, and the third." I said, let's set me up with a dietitian and regiment, and I'll be happy to make changes. I'll start small. Let's not shock my system, but I'm happy to make changes. He goes, "No, we want to get you on meds." Well, this was, oh boy, not 15 years ago. Yeah, it might have been maybe 10 years ago. Probably 10 years ago. It was quite some time ago. I said, no, because the meds that you're going to send me... first off, I said, well, okay, medications or statins. I was close to 30 is what it was, or I was just turning 30 or something close. Yeah, something of it thereabouts. Anyways, I said, what's the side effects? I said, because I'm only 30, right? The side effects are kind of funky for a statin for someone who's younger. I'm air quoting younger at the time. Not that I'm not young now, I still am. Well, 40s compared to other people I know. Anyway, another story. And he says, well, he started him and haw and really didn't answer the question. So I looked up the side effects of statins for someone who's young. And it's like hair loss. Well, I don't need any more than what I've already got. I'm not bald, but, I don't want to lose any more. Other erectile dysfunction was one of them. Weight gain. I'm like, no. Why don't we? So I went back and I talked to him. He says, "Hey, I'm gonna write you a prescription. I forgot to do it last time. Here's your prescription." I said, "No, we're not playing this game. You know, there's some serious side effects with these things that I don't want to have to deal with. Let's just work with, a diet." He goes, "Well, people, normally don't do this." I said, "The fact that you're lumping me in with other people says that you actually don't care about me as your patient. You're trying to peddle a drug." Right? That comment went over as well as a fart in the ballroom. That's how I fired him. He was a nutcase anyways. I'm not going to name drop him, but he was just a weird doctor. I thought, I am happy to change my diet. And so I did some experimenting with my body. Before you start going down a weird path, let me explain my diet. And so I went on keto, fairly strict, lots of bacon and fats and things like that. My cholesterol did legitimately go up. And so I came to the conclusion that, maybe I need to just focus on fiber and grains. Some niacin and red yeast rice. Again, this is for me. This isn't medical advice for anybody else. So don't, oh, that crick guy, he said do this. No. Don't do that. Don't play that game with me. But for me, I just said, I'm happy to change my diet. I laid off, but the more, I laid off a lot of these other foods, but the more I look into cholesterol and lipids, really comes down to this fact of lay off the processed foods. Right? If I have homemade tortillas, I know what's going to be in it. Some sort of fat, a little bit of salt, some flour, and really, really hot water. It's a simple tortilla. And I know how to make it. I don't. I'm lazy. Just like, a lot of Americans. But, I can take, if I wanted to make bread, look at the ingredients of bread. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and do this real quick. We're going to go to the Walmart app, walmart.com. Again, not sponsored. Gotta be careful. And we're going to do Wonder Bread. Why not Wonder Bread? We like Wonder Bread, don't we? Yeah, 1 pack Wonder Bread. And you're not going to give me the ingredients. You're killing me, Smalls. Specifications. More details. Oh. Okay, let's look at another generic bread. Is that Sara Lee? Grandma Sycamores. Oh, okay, that's a big Utah one. So let's look. Right click, open a new tab, and enriched wheat flour. So it has grain vinegar, enriched wheat flour, which is malted barley flour, reduced iron, niacin, thiamine, mononitrate, B1, riboflavin, vitamin B2, folic acid, water, sugar, salt, potato flakes, yeast, wheat gluten, cultured wheat, flour, grain vinegar, citric acid, soy lectin. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to do a simple recipe. Hold on 1 second here. Simple. Now I have sourdough start, so that's where I'm going. Little Spoon Farm, I like them. Again, not sponsored. Jump to recipe. And ingredients. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, no. Come on. That's fine. All-purpose flour, whole wheat flour, water, sourdough. Start. That's it. Like, if you have to have bread, which, okay, I understand people like bread, grilled cheese sandwiches, and you can do different meat sandwiches and so forth and so on. But look at all of these ingredients, and then look at this. If anybody in my state who knows me wants sourdough start, I am more than happy to provide sourdough start, and even how to keep the things alive. But this is it. This is the hey, mix it together and cook it. I mean, I'm oversimplifying it, but you get the point. How did we go from this on the left to just a couple of ingredients? Well, it's because people wanted to get rich and they wanted to simplify. and it's actually. Oh, that's sourdough starter. That was sourdough starter, but still it's simple. Let's do sourdough recipe. Sourdough, not sourdough bread. Bread. My mistake. But still, it's not that far off. Jump to recipe, same company. Not gonna. Oh, okay. Salt, water, flour. I wasn't actually wrong on that. So I recant the first one, but still, it's the same thing on this one, right? Look at the ingredients: is dough, sourdough starter, water, a little bit of salt, and flour. Compared to this, now I understand they're making this for the masses. They need to, in their eyes, preserve it. So let's get away from, and this was my argument with my doctor. Back to my original point is, let's get away from these processed crummy foods and really have better foods. Now, I'm not saying that all processed foods are bad. They probably are. I enjoy them, right? I have no problem going down to a Krispy Kreme and getting donuts. I love that. But I could probably make them healthier if I wasn't lazy. I could probably make the icing healthier if I really wanted to do that. Or do a little sugar cinnamon dusting on them. That's tasty. It's pretty good. So, anyways, I fired my doctor. I fired him, and I just said, you're wanting to peddle pills and not treat me. You're wanting to treat a symptom. The symptom being the cholesterol and the fats, and not look at what the actual is, which is really just my crummy diet. So when someone says, "Oh, if they people have updated cholesterol guidelines, and you fall into this realm of bad cholesterol," okay. Well then, teach me how to eat better. Get me in contact with someone instead of peddling a pill. For the record, I didn't take the pills. I'm not against cholesterol meds. If I make it to 80 years old and I still have that as an issue, well, fine. Guess what? I don't care about my hair at that point. I don't. All right. But at 30, no, I'm not. I'm not playing that game. Again, that's my opinion. You do what you feel is right for you to keep yourself healthy. I'm just saying, maybe look at diet and exercise. Maybe go for a nice walk in the afternoon when the weather's really quite pleasant, or early in the morning, if you can. And do some proactive things instead of just relying upon a pill. Ozempic is another one. Okay, yes, let's have this conversation. Ozempic and other meds like that used for to tackle, as I understand it, diabetes. But the wonderful side effect, I'm air quoting, was rapid weight loss. Well, now you have people, celebrities, influencers, taking Ozempic to lose 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 30, what? Right? You know, if you're 400 pounds and you can't get out of bed, or you need a caretaker because you're just so overweight, Ozempic, fine. But in the course of the miracle shot or the miracle pill, because I think they came up with the pill, why don't you have a lifestyle change at the same time? Right? Instead of sitting down eating a tub of bonbons, and I like bonbons, why don't you say, I'm going to do something different? You know, so there is a case for that, but I don't see it as I don't see it as something I want to deal with. No. Excuse me. But you know, there's a lot of people who've just said, you know, I'm going to go and get Ozempic, and it's a miracle pill, and it's wonderful. You know, okay, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, and constipation, sure. But then, you know, you could have pancreatitis, kidney issues, gallbladder problems, severe allergic reactions such as swelling in random places, difficulty breathing, you know, anaphylaxis, right? Hypoglycemia, risk is higher when taken with other diabetes medication, vision changes, specifically for diabetic retinopathy, or diabetics with retinopathy. And then the long-term side effects are potential thyroid C-cell tumors, gallbladder disease, stomach paralysis. No. Like, the side effects worse than my short, tubby little butt thinking I like tacos. You know, instead of having 3 tacos, maybe I just need to have 2 tacos. You know, again, I'm not fat, but you can tell I'm not passing on tacos, cookies, and ice cream when offered. You know, do some sit-ups in the morning time. If you can't do sit-ups, do crunches. You know, do push-ups. If you can't do push-ups, if you have stairs, do push-ups off your stairs. I can't do push-ups well because of disability. But you know what? I can do them off my stairs on an incline. And then you work your way back down. If you don't have stairs, you live in Rambler or just one-story home, then do something instead of just saying I'm gonna go and get the latest drug. Again, nothing against medications; they have their point and purpose. But really, like, really? Okay, now I got off that rant. My soapbox. Probably pissed off like half a dozen people. He just said all of these things. He's a horrible person. Oh, yeah, I am a little horrible person. By the way, if I missed you while you were here, and cool, hi. I do hope everybody's well. I really do. So, Dome, the abandoned military outpost. What does the abandoned military base have? The train yard, the outpost, the power plant, the airfield. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I can make the train yard in my current state. So, take some gear. What? Sort. Let's just sort that out. Okay. I don't need this stuff. I do not need. I need ammo. And I do have. Let's make sure my oh. Okay. I need. I'll take the shotgun as a backup weapon. So let me just do a quick loadout. Basically, I'm taking some things that aren't going to last a while. I've got plenty of meat. And I'll take some extra water with me. I kind of wish my buddy was with me, but that's fine. No big deal. And some grenades. Which means, do I want to take? Okay. Use the med kit. Okay. I may be really annoyed if I die. Alright, well. On your butts. I've done this before. Let's, you can spawn a helicopter. Yeah, I know. I'm going our way. Actually, need to go this way to the road. There's a chance I'll come across a tiger. Well, big cat's what they're called in here. Or snake. Or crocodile, for that matter. Less of a chance on the road for some of this, but he will jump out at me. Okay. And there is a scientist up ahead. There's also a big cat to my right. Now behind me. Someone says, "What are you afraid of?" Not a thing, I got these rifles, but doesn't mean I want to get attacked. That's where the scientist was at last time. I don't know why I'm whispering. Scientists can't actually hear me. Skulking and sneaking around. And then it's funny, you shoot one scientist and another one walks by his body. It's like, oh, sorry, Fred. I thought you were still alive. Guess you're not coming over for dinner. Okay, so the scientists at these places are pretty tough. Oh, I should pull the trigger while I had the chance. Come on. Show your little albino head, you little jackrabbit. Loading. I didn't need to, but I'm far enough out they can usually hit him pretty good. There's another 2 in there. Did I hit him? Did he drop? Oh, usually I hear the crunch by now. Oh, I forgot the key card. Dope. Dang it. Alright. Alright, well, I'm running back home. I might as well grab stuff while I'm on it. Well, that was kind of crummy. Got all the way there for the big show and forgot my card. Bummer gig. I could teleport home, get there faster, but I don't want to use my teleports just in case something goes sideways. Ooh. Story of my life. We're gonna try this again. Just gonna go across. They usually have snakes in here, but they're blue. Now, if I'm running across in a hurry, I will miss them. And they will jump out and bite me. I knew I was forgetting something. I could take a rocket launcher and just blast them. We've got plenty of resources. I could just do that. You know, let's just have a little bit of fun. Let's grab a key card. I should have one that's almost used a little bit. Alright, there we go. And let's grab a rocket launcher. 7 should do just fine. Alright, and I need a rocket launcher. Let's see what I can do. Let's see what I can do with a rocket launcher at the train yard. Now watch, I'm gonna get completely pwned. Just tore up because I decided to bring a rocket launcher. That would be my luck. There it is. Alright, got the key cards. Let's try this again. Do I have enough ammo? Yeah, you know. I'm just gonna be safe about this. Since it's just me, we're gonna try this again. Now, I've got the radiation set, the radiation level set on my suit. I've already gone this way. There will probably be something now that wants to eat me that has tried to follow me. The one thing I'm glad that they don't have in this game is stamina. Because you run everywhere, especially on the big maps. Oh yeah, you just keep running, running. Don't blow yourself up, my buddy says. Somehow, it's like you know me. Oh, went the wrong way. I went to go to the road. Let's just go ahead and cut through. Should have made a left turn in Albuquerque. Alright, we'll cut right along the ridge line here. Excuse me. Now, if I die... Oh, there's a big cat. I knew it. I knew it. Which is going to be really incredibly awkward now because he's going to be stalking me. Which means I'm going to have to kill him. Okay, so that's going to slow me down a little bit. That would be Eldrazi. Mr. Eldrazi is the one who actually has been known for blowing himself up with. That has happened. We've done on a couple PvP servers. He'd bring out the rocket launcher, and I'm like, "You're not in the right boom, evil." Alright, we're gonna cut across. And that's the snake. Yep, do it. Bugger. Dang it. Okay. So we're back. Mushroom's really good for water. If I blow myself up, laugh really incredibly hard. Now, I don't know if that tiger's followed me. Okay. So, we're gonna go ahead and do a rocket launcher. Dum 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 dum. Let me just piss off everybody. I don't care. Where is? Gotcha. Well, that was less effective. I haven't. I obviously haven't used this in a really long time. Okay. I'm glad I brought more. This is good to know, right? Hmm. It's not working. Maybe I am just not close enough. Oh! Gotcha. Okay, that was successful. Thump. Sorry for being quiet. Okay. That was entertaining. So the rocket launcher does work. Oh, there were two scientists there. Cool. That would be the one I just completely demolished. Oops. Alright. So, Rocket is effective. Oop. I mean, if anything, done fairly well so far. Ooh. Need the green key card. And I have no more rockets left anyway, so it's no problem there. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm right now in a spot where I'm actually fairly safe. So, give me a second. I'll be right back with Wave Cape. Sorry about that. Where were we? Oh, that's right, we were blowing stuff up. So, because I had to take a little bit of time, I may have caused a problem with the reset of this base. Let's see. I'm not doing any long range business. Wanted to try. Okay, so radiation did work. I do need to drop down though, not from here. Oh gosh. And we can. I'll have to make a run around the building. Open. There's no one there willing to shoot me. Let's just throw some of this in my gear, my backpack rather. Increase my health. The mushrooms that I picked up. Oh, I forgot to un-AFK myself. There we go. Pick up the mushrooms. You need those. Okay. We go around the backside here. Pumpkins. That'll help with radiation. Airdrop. That's good. I mean, so far this has been a pretty good run. So he's going to be on patrol. There he is. And that would be a really good time for a rocket. I don't know why I feel inclined to whisper. This isn't real life. So if I think I'm far enough away, he should not be able to see me. We'll find out really quick. Okay. Okay, room's cleared. Now how do I get there? I need my key card. Hopefully this does not backfire in my face. Alright. So far so good. Nothing here that I could use at the moment. Okay, well, that's not gonna work. So I have to go up high. There's an airdrop. I need, probably should have turned on stuff and things as puzzle rooms. Oop. Ah, that's what I needed. I needed a fuse. And I did not bring any with me. Oh, is this where I aced him at? Oh, it is. So where did he... He fell down there. Alright. So let's drop down. Do I need the blue card? Never remember. Is this a blue card site or is this a green? Sorry, I'm very hyper focused on this right now. No, trying to. Okay. So this is one where I actually need the. Okay. Well, I have a better understanding of how to deal with this. And this was actually pretty fun. Well, I can hop down and just go the back way and get out of here. Honestly, I got quite a bit of materials. Quite a bit of stuff. Ooh, another drop. See? Well worth it at this point. I mean, it's... Ah, fuse block right there. Oh, dang. Okay. Asking you shall receive. So the body hasn't recovered yet. I don't have an airplane yet or a helo. I'm far enough away from there that I should be safe. Should. So enough gear. Okay. Oh, you're not. All right. Puzzle rooms. How do I get up there? I don't think I jump up there, do I? Oh, maybe no. I don't think I was supposed to jump up there. I don't remember that. That was still quite a ways up. Well. You know what? We're gonna call it. I think I have to figure out how to get up to the train station. And it's getting too late, and the NPCs have probably reset by now. No, you say, oh, you're giving up too early. No, I think I need a little bit more information before I try to do it. But I did learn quite a bit. The gear I have is sufficient. And I mean, really at the end of the day, the gear I have is sufficient. Put the mushrooms away. So I would actually call this. I know everybody here would disagree with me, but I would call this a success, really. This I would call a success. And another set of goggles. Woot. So some things to remove. I got a couple key cards. I don't need those. Let's go ahead and sort this out. Now, I did not get as far as I wanted to, but I got the blue key card. Worth it, I think. Worth it. So, some things I'm going to recycle. This. I actually want that. We're going to recycle that. We have an extra pair of boots. Rockets. Fine. Oh, I need that for rockets, rather. Grenade. Rocket. That did not come in handy as much as I thought it would. I was actually kind of shocked over that. And so then let's look at what I actually got. 4 airdrops. Red suit. Salvage hammer. I don't know if we actually need that. So I don't know where he put the other ones. But we don't, And there's a military helicopter just about that time. So I'd say good timing. I think that was actually fairly decent time. Yeah, I would say that was actually fairly decent time. But let's learn how. Let's see what I can find. How to do the train station. Train yard. Is it train yard? Puzzle and Rust. You need an electric fuse, a blue key card, and 25% radiation. Activate 2 switches. One in the recycler building, one on top of the tower. Okay, let's look. Oh, I missed a tower. Okay. Okay. I see what I did wrong. Let's see if I can pull up a map and I can show you. Rust train yard detailed map. Let's. Okay, that'll work. Open up a new tab. This is courtesy of Rust Wiki Phantom. I have to think this through where we were at. Okay, so we came in here from the right. We took care of business here. We went up to, this is an old map, but this should still do just the same. Went in the building that was actually stationed right here. We went across, looked for any loot, went down, went to the back side, went in through here, killed the scientist, looted the area, walked around, went up the stairs to try to get to the fuse block. Reality is, I should have gone through here the first time, taking care of business, like I like I did. Activate the switch, like I, take care of everything here. Then go around the building, go up and activate all the switches. Exit, go around, go into the tower. Get the scientist. There's a switch up here. Go back down. Go back into this building. Handle the business with the scientist. Go to the second floor. Put the fuse in, and then I get the third and second and third floor rather. Or second, so it'd be third and fourth floor. Okay. I think then. I know how to handle this. Let me see if I can find. This is the. Let's see if I can find a better, more up-to-date picture of this. This is the. I found a guide that actually will give me all the information I need. This is the train yard, but is this the way that I knew? Nope. This is an older map. Pretty sure. Change log. Yeah. So that's how I should have done that. Right, so let's see if I can update it. Let's see if I can find updated trainer detail map. It's gonna be a little fuzzy, but I think it should work. No. Open imaging tab. Okay, yep, that's fine. Let's go back here. So yeah, I came in, handled the business in this building, went into this building, went across the rail line, looked for anything in here. You go back down, but what I should have done is, again, what I did here, handle the business, open up, activate the power, run around the backside and get into the tower here on the left, and then go back into this building with my fuses and take care of the scientist that's there on the second floor, put the fuse block in, and then the third and fourth floor, grab all the loot, and get the red key card, because I need the red key card for the military tunnels. That is how that should have been done. 2 people best. It can be done with one, as I have failed to demonstrate, but you get the point, right? I was just missing this tower. Had I gone here, I probably would have been fine. Okay. All right. You know, you learn something new. What am I doing with this? I think that's the important part. Oh, military helicopters flying around. Great. So, I think at the end of the day, it was fine. At the end of the day, it was fine. I'm gonna test something. I wonder. See, you shouldn't be able to hear my audio in the game, in theory. So I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna just I'm running a test. Hang on. So I don't think you guys heard the music playing in here. Okay. Mute myself. I won't do that again. Ew, gross. I don't like hearing my own voice. Okay. All right. So where are the helos at? Oh, there's a locked screen at the train yard. I was just there. Oh boy. Oh man, and I was just there. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do the tree again. Let's drop gear off here. Ooh, I got a bunch of drops. Quite lovely, I think. I need to get the train in there. I wonder if I could drop the thing in here. Oh, I can. I don't even need to go outside. Cool. Upsec, because I don't want to say what I'm doing. So. Okay, so Twitch is caught up with me. I think we're just gonna say that's fine. And upsec over. Alright, so the helicopter is flying fairly close. It's uncomfortable. I haven't done anything remotely stupid recently to invoke the wrath of the helicopter. Recently. I have done lots of stupid things to get annoyed at me. You know, like existing. Okay, where did he put... Does he still have it on his inventory? Nope. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's put the scientist here. Put the key cards away. Put the Molotov cocktail away. I don't know how I feel about keeping this hammer business. Okay. What does a rocket gonna take to make? Or rather, what does it take to make a rocket? Let's look. Weapons. No, it'd actually be ammo. Ammo, rocket, BP. Where's it? Homing rocket. Homing missile. Pipe, gunpowder, tech trash. Okay. Gunpowder. And I think I need to go over here to tech trash, so. Craft. Okay, not a metal pipe for the moment. So we're kind of stuck here. Let's look at more. The thymus may be critical for longevity and cancer immunotherapy response. I don't know what the thymus does. What does the thymus do? What does the thymus do? Specialized gland of the immune system located in the upper chest. Looks like where the collarbones meet. In the center. Okay. That produces and matures T lymphocytes, T cells. These T cells are crucial for adaptive immunity, defending the body against pathogens, viruses, and tumors. It's most active during childhood and adolescence, producing T cells before shrinking, with its functionality largely replaced by fat in adulthood. Well, I got that. We're good there. Oh, wow, I'm making lots of rockets. Look at me. Max distance, infinity. Alright, well, I find, oh. Yep. Okay, tired. Wife was messaging me about something. Okay, well, that kind of makes sense that, you know, creating T cells would be great for longevity. I'm thirsty. Molecule of python blood could pave a way for new obesity drugs, scientists say. The pythons feast in famine life, hence a new weight loss pathway. Instead of feasting, fasting, or famine, and you'll lose weight. All about calories. Okay, that was horrible of me. Let's move these rockets off to the side. How much more do I have? Oh, I'm done. Oh, cool. Oh. That would actually be really handy for the boss, the helicopter. So we have rockets. More pipes. I need actually more pipes for regular rockets. High velocity rockets are actually pretty. Okay. Probably shouldn't have recycled the pipes that I did. Oops. Thought I had a bunch. Oh yeah, see there's one. Rocket launcher. Alrighty. Let's sort that drama llama out. What does it take, weapon, to make a second homing missile? Or homing, high quality metal pipe, CCTV camera. Oh, okay. So I need a camera instead of recycling it. Tech trash was easy. Okay. Which drops down on the ground? Oh, they are. They're everywhere. I have this in my inventory. A bunch of them landed on the roof. That's great. That's kind of what we wanted, actually. And somebody up over here. put all this stuff away. Some of this I'll recycle. Oh, some ended up in the water. Oh, a bunch ended up in the water. Okay. And 4 rockets. Yippee. I could probably recycle some of the rockets and let's make sure I did not lose any. So I had 2 up top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, all 6. Go. Sweet. That was pretty good, I would say. Oh wait, I just lost. There we go. Some of this I'm going to recycle because we're not going to use it. I already know it. Oh, I hate it when they beeline right over us. Ugh. Okay. Recover some of the goodies. You know, if we're gonna just stay here. Need to replace the rockets. Ammo. Actually, I'm gonna keep the tech trash. But I don't need this. I don't need that ammo. I don't want that ammo. Satchel charges. I mean, we're not raiding people again, so I don't care. Let me go back over here. I do need the CCT cameras though. C4. Do I have... Oh. Okay, I'll take a look at that in a minute. What was I doing? Oh, great. Distracted. We're just trying to put stuff away. So we can organize this and that. This. Sort this mess. So I need electric fuses as I go. I need to keep the tech trash. I don't need the MLRS rockets. Oh, now wait a minute. Can you use the MLRS? Can the MLRS be used to target No, you cannot use the MLRS to target the patrol helicopter. It's designed for static ground-based bombardments against map coordinates, typically bases. It lacks the tracking, guidance, or targeting capabilities required to lock on to track moving airborne entities like the patrol helicopter. Wait. Read that again? It is exclusively for static, ground-based bombardments against map coordinates, typically bases. Huh. Alright, I may actually have a use for this. After all. I've just been recycling them. Oops. Okay. Let's sort this drama llama out. I don't think we need it. We do, but I'm not gonna. Metal. Okay. It should have. I don't know. It's advanced blueprint fragment. I don't actually need these anymore. Okay. Some things I don't need, some things I do need. Some things I'm not sure about. Excuse me. Let's discuss this MLRS real quick. Let's look. Let's look at the level 2 then. Can the SAM... Alright, can the SAM be used to target the patrol helicopter? No. They're designed to target player-piloted aircraft. Okay. Unless it's a mod. Alright, no, we'll just respect the mod. Alright. So, is the SAM the tier? Did I even research the SAM module? Not the SAM, Hold up. Rust Wiki MLRS. As well as the aiming modules, a lethal damage to both structures. So then. I need to know more about this because I feel like. Okay, let's just see. APC. Oh, the APC. Oh, I forgot about the APC. Oh. SAM sites can easily destroy projectiles. List how to use the rockets. Aiming module. The aiming module is required to use LOS. Can only be found in lock crates. Okay. Considering the power after using LOS, the aiming module gets consumed. how to use. I think I need to look up this a little bit better. How to use the MLRS in Rust. Tutorial. Okay, I think you should be fine. You're here. Oh. Oh. Sorry, learning how this works. Oh, wow. Okay. That makes sense. So now the bigger question is, do we want to go down that path in a PvP to use the MLRS? So the MLRS is used to go after ground-based targets, i.e. other bases. Do we wish to use the MLRS to helicopter going after something. Alright, so then the big question is do we want to use, so you have to go to the abandoned military base. This is the whole purpose of this. I didn't understand it, but it makes sense now. And use the MLRS aiming module, this, and the rockets to be able to launch a ground assault, or launch a air-based assault rather, on the ground target. Basically to soften it up is really what it comes down to. Okay. That is fascinating. And I have learned something new about that. So then, next question about keeping the MLRS. And the modules. And I think to make life easier, it's actually wiser to do that. But looks like it only go after stone. So I need to look. And so rockets and will set the target with what the circle. So can the MLRS damage? Can the MLRS damage armored bases rust? So in a PvP, you could, or rather, so you could have a whole team, right? So players, say five teammates, 4 teammates, whatever, and they've marked the base. 3 stay there, 2 go and clear out the abandoned military facility. Secure the MLRS launch room. And just go to town on someone's base. Once it's leveled, then you can have your 3 teammates go in and loot the field, really. I'll have to ponder that one for a bit. Because that can get a little overpowered. But for the moment, I won't recycle those. The rocket was really useful in the train station. I think now I understand how to utilize that rocket a little bit better. I think the train station will be a lot easier. So then what I need is my gear. We're gonna make a train. We're gonna make a run. Make sure that my radiation is significantly higher. 30. The helicopter's still decent. Yeah, it's still good. If I die, I'll be annoyed, but that is life. I don't need the train. I don't need the. Alright, let's go to the train. Let's go to the dome real quick. This will be my last major run for the night, and I think we'll start saving. See, some things have happened since I've played. Some additions to the game. It's good to know. It's good to know. Because, from a PvP standpoint, that's fine. Okay, so the military base, the abandoned military base has been off to my left, hard left, and now going behind me. Alright, we got a beat on. We're gonna just try and land this a little bit quickly. I know better than to try and land this quickly. I know better than to do that, but sometimes you just get in a hurry and cool. A little sloppy, but it worked. Cool. Tesla coil, I will probably say. It's a really fun trap. I need the CCT camera. Good. Yeah, that Tesla coil's a fun trap. Someone walks in. Just like that, too. Alright. Oh, wrong way. Get a little careless and I will fall. It would be a very unhappy day for me. Cool. We got some stuffs. A chainsaw, that'll be handy, I guess. And nothing here. I still haven't figured out what that noise is. I have the game audio muted in case music was played. But wait 1 second here.
Is the AC even working?
Wait 1 second here. We're gonna turn this off. There with that. Alright, let's see here. We're just gonna go wandering back. Yeah. Now the problem with wearing the gear I'm wearing is I am too hot. That is the downside about wearing the gear that I wear. Hopefully, we can some stuff, replenish your supplies, have a better understanding what to do. Okay, pickles, not good. Just throw those out. Another camera, that'll be nice to make extra rocket launchers. Let's stop recycling those for the moment. Going pretty quick. I don't need any green key cards. I will leave that there. That's what we shall receive, I suppose. I haven't been in any of the caves now that I think about it. All the CCT cameras all of a sudden. Cool. Tesla coils getting. Let's see, recycle. Actually, I think I need the sheet metal. And I don't need that. Ooh, lots of things. So that was my last run for the night. We're gonna just call it. Some things I need to take care of around the house before I go to bed. Come on, come. You know, when I rush things, I tend to make some mistakes. So. Just port home for the day, be fine with the Zamalacopter as long as I kept my oil, my fuel. He's not harming me today. Let's boogie. Let's get out of this popsicle stand. Oh, yikes. So there's a guy there, probably. Probably parked there so that he could. Hey, there's a drop. That's probably farther than what it actually is. We'll look. Military base, so that I have to get to the MLRS. It's off to the right there. You can see it. Is it near the... That's an interesting base. taking off isn't much better. I should have landed a little bit further ahead of me. Alright, let's... Okay. This shouldn't be too terribly bad then. Go across. And then I will have a talk with Mad Max about how we can utilize the LRS a little better. Make some couple of homing rockets. And then I think we can get some of these places a little bit easier. Huh? Oh, wrong inlet. And that was such a nice landing too. That was such a nice landing. Let's try that again. Okay, there's home sweet home. It's like, oh, quit singing again. Oh my goodness, why? Make him stop. Make the bad man stop. Okay. And let's just slide out of into the sand just a little bit more. And gentle landing. Didn't damage anything. Take the oil or take the fuel with. Ooh. And when it decomps over the course of the day, we'll be fine. Okay. Folks, I'm gonna call it. I've been on this stream for some time. I'm tired. And, thanks for hanging out and, chatting with us, saying hi. A couple different platforms, YouTube. Yeah, so, you know, comment, like, subscribe, and on Twitch, comment, and follow. If you sub, do it through Amazon Prime. You already pay for Prime. We're using the other benefits for, right? And then if you're on Facebook, just say hi. Let me know you're there. But trying to get this going. It's long, it's arduous, but it's fun. And I'm already gonna be doing this anyway, so I might as well just share my opinion. Right? Tomorrow's Friday, so hopefully we can get some good time in tomorrow and go from there. Y'all been great. No advice other than the normal. So